Evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. A little bit lower on the... Somebody's dinner is ready. Wait. I'll just talk louder. I'm getting a reverb in here. Are you guys, these garage doors? Does everything sound okay here? Leslie, can you hear me? Thank you, very well. Internet, Claire Ann Han. Claire Ann Han, can you hear me? How is the internet audio this evening? Last month was February, and Mary Beth felt that I rushed through the meeting. No, this does say February. Okay, last month was January, and I rushed through it. So I'm going to do my best to not rush this evening. Give us some time. I'm going to run back to the back and double check that the computer is going live. We're up, we're running. The internet provideth. So my name is Matthew Kellogg. I'm your executive director for the Appalachian Mountain Bike Club. Thanks for coming out this evening. We're psyched you're here. I would like to know, this is a Wayne question. Do you want me to hold on this question? Is this the first meeting for anybody here this evening? Oh, wait.
We do have.
Oh.
You guys have been here for a decade.
A decade? Who's that? That's I know Dave.
Right, I do. But most people don't know David, and most people don't know.
Everybody should know David. David Grant is a fantastic college roommate, by the way. Fantastic.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome, Dave. It's February 2025. I said welcome. Wayne's going to come up and guilt you into being a member here momentarily, right? Oh, we just did it. Okay, so we welcomed everybody. Everybody should just double check and see if you're a member with AMBC. There will be some changes in membership. We'll talk about that here momentarily. Changes come with great benefits. We're super excited about migrating over to a Sorba-based membership program. But like I said, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Dave Stanley, one of our other Daves in our lives. Daves of our lives. This is a thing. And Dave Stanley will appreciate that. He is not here to tell us the weather, but the weather is crummy off and on. Okay, we have delightful days like today, but we still are in sort of a freeze-thaw cycle, and we need to be careful about how we utilize our trails. Every day is not a great day to ride trails. We got reports over the weekend that Lewiston was just terrible in some areas. Can confirm. So just remember that. Not every day is a great day to ride a bike. You can go do other things. You can go to pay-to-play parks. I think I mentioned this last month. Windrock, they don't close those trails. Go ride them. They'll even take you up the hill. So nonetheless, while you do, check the website, and while you're out there, make sure to report your trees. We did have a huge storm last week, and we did a lot of tree work Thursday and Friday, and I know we've got some work to do out at Concord that we're going to be out there doing towards the end of this week and into next. So just make sure if you run across something on the trails that's an issue, we're not on every mile of trail. We rely on y'all to get it to us. trails@ambcnox.org. Just give it to us, and we'll do our best to get it off of the trail as soon as possible. To that note, the crew got a note from a neighbor over at Hasty that one of the bridges on Jacobs Run was crushed. And, well, 2 days later, it's been rebuilt. So thank you to the city of Knoxville for providing the material for that. And thanks for the crew for getting out there day after the snow and putting a bridge back in. And thank you for the family that reported it and offered to help rebuild it, by the way. News and recap. We had a work party. I didn't make it to that one. That was at Hasty. I know that they worked on sinkhole. They did a ton of drain work. Sounds like a good day was had by all. I know Harper's Bike Shop provided lunch. They provided 2 lunches, actually. Funny. I don't know if they want to revisit that yet. But their refrigerator died on Friday evening. They showed up Saturday morning to pick up lunch for the work party, and it may or may not have been spoiled, so they totally whipped up a second meal, and we much appreciate it. Thank you, John. Yeah. Joyride, the ladies went up to Lewiston last month. Galentine's, actually that would have been this month. Galentine's Day ride. My goodness, it is still February. Madeline's going to come talk about news stuff later in the meeting, so if you want to give a recap on that, you can at that point. It was fantastic. Ellen came home late that day, so must have been a good ride. Let's see here. This is out of line right there. Oh, no, this is not out of line. There are two mentions of a raffle bike on my agenda this evening. The first one is the raffle bike that we gave away in the fall. Harper's Bike Shop got that in last month, not this month. And I don't know, John, maybe not. Anyway, we got it to its owner, and it was a phenomenal bike. You probably saw pictures up on our story and on their story. But everybody needs to give yourself a pat on the back for that project that sent almost 70 grand to storm damaged communities. We were psyched to get that bike out. That bike was a robot. It had technology I've not experienced on a bicycle. It looked phenomenal. It had all the colorful bits that a bike could ever want to have. So we're looking forward to doing another raffle bike in the fall. So y'all stay tuned for that one later on. What else have we done this last month? We actually spent a little bit of time at Norris Watershed. There was a public meeting last week just to talk about some access issues up there. I know there's been some grumblings on the internet about it. Really, the Watershed Board's doing a fantastic job of managing their land up there. There were some, basically, just some opportunities for the public to give input on e-bike access and about multi-use access. The board is completely open ears and was really thrilled with the amount of input that they got, positive feedback from cyclists and other users. And so that draft management plan will be out, and we'll be reviewing it. If there's a call to action at any point, y'all will get an email if you're a member from us, and there may be an action item at some point. But I think, generally speaking, we should look to have continued great access at Norris Watershed and the state park. So, I think John Magnus and I were talking about it, and at some point we do want to offer out our assistance as far as expertise and will, if you will, like trail power. And so at some point we will likely organize a Norris Watershed specific work party, and would love to see a huge turnout for that. I know that CVTA, Norris is a regional amenity, right? So AMBC happens to have an agreement to help maintain over at Lewiston. CVTA has an agreement to help maintain at the state park. Norris Watershed doesn't have an agreement at this point, but they'd like to talk about it. And so, I think it's a great way for all of our cycling communities to, rally around great causes. So, all right, I mentioned that there is new membership stuff coming out. That is going to be April 1st. There's a new Sorba app. Mary Beth's popping a link to the frequently asked questions and sort of a release about the information. But essentially, your membership with AMBC is getting migrated from IMBA to Sorba. And what's going to happen there is that whatever membership cycle you're in, you just continue it. You're going to, at some point, be invited to download an app from Sorba. And so it's called Hive Pass. It's going to be branded as the Sorba app. You will have on your telephone a membership card and all sorts of other information, ways for us to contact you, ways for you to contact us. It's going to be a great system in place. Madison's been training us on it. I know Wayne and Madeline have both sat in on some training sessions. So we're going to be leveraging that and trying to figure out all sorts of different partner deals that we can offer through having an actual membership card. And so things like our deals with Alliance and other folks will be a lot easier to sort of officiate through an app like that. On that front, I wanted to mention that Sauna House Knoxville, who currently has a pop-up location at the quarry, offered a deal to AMBC members. And so if y'all are interested in saunaing and cold plunging at Meads Quarry, they're going to offer $10 off an hour session over what? $5. No. No. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not. All right. So $10 off your hour-long sauna, and then in addition to that discount, Sauna House Knoxville is going to donate $5 to AMBC. So if you want to go and take advantage of that, they're going to be there through next month. They're working on their brick and mortar store, which is going to be closer to downtown, sort of the Central and Broadway intersection. Excited to have them in a brick and mortar, but for now, meets Corey. We'll have a discount coupon code that we'll send out via social media for that, because you can basically book your sauna online and ride over to Meads and do you. All right, upcoming events. Mary Beth, how am I doing on time? Am I rushing you?
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. I think we're doing fine. Carter? Good? Love it. Carter's happy. Rachel? Okay. I'm underneath this PTAC, and it is currently set at 85 degrees, and I can feel it. It's a sauna right there. You're right. Ah, man. I didn't think those things actually worked. Okay. It won't work for long. Work parties. We've got one coming up this weekend. I'm going to stop talking for a moment. Dave's nodding. Doug's smiling. Doug Battelle, president of CVTA. Come tell us about this work party that's going to happen at Hall Ridge. When is it?
Thank you. It's this Saturday.
3-1.
First of all, thanks to the leadership and AMBC and all the AMBC members for this joint work day. What, third year we've done this now?
Yeah.
I think so. Awesome to have a big crew come out. We've got a ton of projects lined up, like 7 or 8 of them. Everything from building some bridges over some of the wet areas. You know how those are at Hall Ridge. We built 10 bridges last year. We got a few more to go. We got work to do on washing machine if you want to help out with something like that. We've got stuff to do at the Little Kids Trail, Little Skittle. We got a picnic table to put in there, some other stuff, maybe even an arch going into it, some hand work to do, a dirt lab. So a ton of work. Big thanks again to AMBC and I think our lunch sponsor,
Tennessee Valley Bikes.
TVB. There we go. Got to be good. You got to love that. So thank you to TVB for helping out there. Big thank you to City of Oak Ridge. They just delivered a huge delivery of wood today to help build stuff, which was awesome to see from the city there. Bob from Bob's Trails and Trees is going to donate the picnic table for the little kids area, so that was cool. So we got some good stuff going on. I also want to mention a couple other things if we've got lots of time left, right? Because we're killing it. Well, a couple things. No, not this stuff probably. If it is, I just stole your thunder. Too bad, right? No, just a couple things. So next month, not next month, because that's March. In April, though, we are going to be the third Saturday of April at Norris at the state park doing the trail work day up there. And our trail work days now are always going to be the third Saturday. It was a little weird before. AMBC's is the first Saturday, so if you can't make one, make the other, and vice versa, right? Or make both of them if you want to. If you just love digging in the dirt, go for it. But we'll be up there helping out at Norris, and again, that's kind of relationships with state parks, trying to grow that. So that'll be a good work day up there. Norris has got their poker run. Were you going to say that? I won't say it then. I'll leave that up to you. I want to mention too, though, we are working right now with Sean Leader of Hall Ridge to do some more improvements up there. So the fundraising we've done, like from Hill of Truth, thank you all when you all come out and participate in that. Sean Leader is going to come out and do on the beginner side about a half-mile green trail next to the lower soccer that's getting really gnarly now, and is really a black trail, which is cool. We're going to leave it alone, but we're going to build an alternate next to it. To give an option there to kind of finish up your ride on something easier. And then on the upper end, we're looking at building a small jump line right next to the pump track there. So, and doing some other little improvements around. So that's to be coming up hopefully this spring or summer. So again, thanks for your sponsor and support of our events out there. Thanks.
Something to remember, first and third Saturdays. Makes it easy. Love it. All right, thanks, Doug. Next up, there are 2 events perfectly timed for March, which is the month that we get our good snows. So 2 movies are coming up this coming March. So Ritual Mountain Bike Film Tour is coming through town on March the 7th. Harper Auto Square is our local sponsor for that, but that is a nationally touring cycling film tour. It's going to happen over at Relix down in Happy Holler. Come join us for that one. We're psyched to be their local partner on that one. And then secondly, Banff Mountain Film Festival, always a fan favorite, down at the Bijou. They've got 2 nights. Don't go to the Monday night one because you'll be here for the 4th Monday of the month, right? Everybody nod, yes, yes. But go Tuesday night and come see us because a portion of your tickets, Jeff, which night did you buy? Oh, okay, good, Tuesday, perfect. So Tuesday night, part of the ticket proceeds go to ambcknox.org, our organization. So that's fantastic. We'll have a booth in the back. You can refresh your stickers. We'll hit you up for some money on the stage. It'll be a great night. You'll have good films. Melissa, are you working the bar? Attendee, okay. But we'll be in good hands with the Bijou staff. Love it. Very good. So those are our 2 indoor activities for Film Fest. Banff is always eye-opening because there's a sprinkling of cycling in there and a lot of, man, it's so hot. A lot of, what you got to eat, Aaron? Just a lot of great multi-sports. Any of the climbing ones, you're on the edge of your seat, palms sweaty. So nonetheless, come join us at Banff on the 25th. Andrew, come on up, bud. You got news about what's going on at Aspire, right? Okay. Tell us all about what's going on at Aspire later that week, March 28th.
Yeah, so, what's up? How you doing, Dave? Dave, what's up? So thanks to AMBC for having me out. I'm Andrew Goodman, Director of Operations at Aspire in Clinton. We are 5 months old, and we're growing rather rapid. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And so just kind of backpedal really quick. We partnered with Aaron Gwynn at Winrock to do a little sizzle reel for us. Beginning of the year, it got a ton of traction on Instagram. And essentially, Joe, our owner, said to him about a month ago that he wants to participate in the Tennessee National downhill race at Winrock. And we don't know how we want to participate, but we told him we want to participate. So essentially, long story short, Aaron and Joe and myself met, and we at Aspire are going to host the welcome party for the Tennessee National downhill race at Winrock. So Friday, March 28th, from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. It's essentially come as you please, bring your DJ bikes, whatever you want to do. Come hang out with the pros, rub shoulders with them. We're essentially inviting them all. There's 800 riders. There's probably going to be, 800. That's ridiculous. But anyways, so, Red Bull is providing essentially every bit of the swag, merch. I really we'll talk with Matt, but I really want y'all to be a part of it and, the group to be a part of it because you're such some cool people, and I love it. And I'm a biker too. So come out, we're going to have heavy hors d'oeuvres. The pump track's going to be lit up. We're going to light it up. Aaron and all of his buddies will be there, all the pros, and Red Bull is going to essentially provide, cocktails and if you want one of those, if you don't participate, but, food and everything else. And, there'll be tents, trucks, whatever else out there. So come out, be a part of it. We'd love to have you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that is 28th of March, Friday evening, 4:30 to 8:30, right? Excellent. Bring bikes, prepare to be wowed, and be good times. I know Lewis and Ellen had a great time at Aspire just yesterday, so bring the whole crew. All right, next up on the list, heading into April 26th, I just wanted to plug the poker run up at Norris. So this is an annual event just a super fun event that happens on State Park, and they got approved to do it on watershed property as well. And due to the new e-bike regulations, which are Class 1 e-bikes, makes sense to everybody. No need to ban them. So that ride's going on April 26th. They are also doing a bike raffle associated with that. So we're going to post a link up. Feel free to grab a ticket for that and support Norris area trails. I've got two other things on here before Madeline speaks. These are repeats from last month. These are just put them on your calendar, set it and forget it. Outlandish Outdoor Festival, May 2nd and 3rd. Put it on your calendars. Plan to have a good time. Multi-sport event over at Imes Nature Center, benefiting Knoxville outdoor nonprofits at large. Okay. Sorba Summit is also happening May 9th and 10th with the first annual Western North Carolina Bike Fest. Their landing page is not working quite yet, but we're going to just shift to the brewery website that has a little bit of information about times of that one. So if you're interested in coming over for the Sorba event or just for the bike party, come on over. Davidson River still has quite a few campsites available. It'll be a great time to be riding over in Western North Carolina. Madeline, what's going down with Joyride? So much.
Thanks. Hey, I'm Madeline with AMBC Joyride. Since everyone here has been to a meeting before, you've heard my spiel, so I won't give it again. But our next ride is going to be March 9th at 9 a.m. at Baker Creek. It's a beginner-specific ride. So if you are a woman or you have a woman friend who wants to start mountain biking, this would be an awesome ride to get them on. So please come out. You can sign up. Maribeth's going to put the link in there. And we always need more volunteers. So if you are not a beginner rider, you've been riding, we would love to have you come out and volunteer for those rides. Anything else?
Did you know that psychology is going to be there at that Galentine's?
No, they're not. That was a typo. They were there last year. So thank you to psychology. Yes, Evolve Yoga is going to be leading us in a post-ride stretch. So sorry about that. But psychology was there last year. They're a great partner for us. But we're excited to stretch it out with Evolve.
We do love psychology. And now they're going to be there. All right. And Evolve is the yoga studio that's right there at Baker Creek, by the way. Let's see here. Social rides. I know we got daylight savings time coming up soon. Amanda, you want to say anything about? Well, yeah. Amanda's going to come up. She said sure. Sure. Look at you.
Why not, right? You know what, exactly. So Social Ride is slowly starting to come out of hibernation.
Good.
Yeah. So starting in March, after daylight savings, yes, that would be, yes. So that following week, we will be resuming our co-ed social rides. We are changing it up a little bit now. Yeah. Instead of having monthly or sort of event-based rides, we are just going to do twice a month, the first and the third Tuesday of every month, group rides. They'll still be, you'll have a lead, a sweep, but they're going to be a lot more just kind of naturally occurring, more organic type rides. The ones on the first are going to be based out of Iams. That's going to be our Big Fun Tuesday rides because we're still going to hang with them and keep that going. And then on the third Tuesday, they're going to be coming out of Baker Creek. So depending on your preference, if you like single track, if you like that type riding, come out to Iams. We got you on the first. If you like, the jumpity jump and the whoopity whoop, then we got that too at Baker. So we got a little something for everybody. Again, it's co-ed, so anybody is invited. And I think that's about it.
Awesome.
More needs to come.
Perfect. First and third. This is a theme tonight. Chris, anything shaking with AYC you want to chat about? Come on up.
Thank you. Chris Joyce with AYC, Appalachian Youth Cycling. So we have, we've been still carrying on through the winter, maybe a little bit less, but kids like to ride. So we're still doing our Thursday nights. If they have lights, come out with the advanced group. So we have a couple hardy souls. Oh, hey. Oh. Yeah. there's that. So, all said and done, though, it's the daylight savings coming up is also fantastic for our crew. So what that means is that we can ride without lights. So we get back to our regular scheduled programming where we do our rides on Mondays out at Concord. Thursdays, we do them here south or Sharps Ridge if we need to. But anyways, you can check out all the AYC stuff through AMBC. Yeah, that's our big thing we got going on. Along with that, though, we are doing, of course, we have tried to keep our steam through the winter, that we do group rides for everybody. So we try to accommodate our beginner riders up to our advanced riders the first Saturday of every month. So, and actually are going to be at Haw so that we can get our young folks involved with the trail work. So we're going to have that going on. That's the large part there. Can I change hats for a second?
Sure.
Maybe? Yeah? Okay. So, yeah, that's right. It's hiding under this one. That's the trick. No, so local racing, I know everybody, it's winter time, but it's time to come out to play with your friends, a little bit of grassroots gravel. So the Wacheesy, put on by Rapid Expeditions, same crew that does the Hartford. So this is, we have a lot of support from our wonderful bike community here in Knoxville. Go down to Tellico Plains. Tellico Plains is fantastic there. With Telco Bakery actually helps with our event. And so come and ride your bike, do the race, do the ride, come hang out with your friends. And then you automatically get to eat some Tellico grains on a Sunday. So that's last Sunday in March, the 30th. So there you go.
Thank you much. All right. Last thing on my agenda is just sort of to recap what our trail crew's been up to. I mentioned they just rebuilt a bridge last week. I know you guys have been hard at work. I think you guys said you've gotten over 7 or 8 miles of drains cleaned up at Lewiston. So big round of applause for 7 miles of drain clearing. That is no small feat. There are more miles to go, so can get, pump them up, pump up the crew. We got everybody at Casey here this evening, so much appreciate all their hard work. I know that they've been on tree detail as well. They've got, like I say, a laundry list of trees. As soon as they get shipped into us, we start dividing and conquering and relying on our volunteer sawyers and on staff as well. So with that, unless anybody has anything else, Rachel, what you got?
This weekend, for anyone who may not be mountain biking because the weather's so good, Two Bikes is actually having their season opener, the coffee outside, Sunday at 9:30 a.m.
Okay, Two Bikes is having coffee outside Sunday, 9 a.m. Location on that one?
9:30 a.m. at the bike, starts at the bike shop, actually ends here.
Okay.
Luke goes to Pandora Marble, does some fun things.
Awesome. So 9:30 at Two Bikes. Sunday. Fun day. All right. Speaking of Sunday fun days, Paint Creek is holding up, folks. Go ride. It's hard to spend money in the hot springs, but it is possible. Not a whole lot of businesses there, but do drop off some cash on your way through town. Okay, Scott says there are QR codes in downtown Hot Springs and all around there. River Road is open to get to Paint Creek. Weaver Bend is closed. Access to that side is closed. But nonetheless, think about those winter riding locations, whether that be Paint or Big South Fork, and go have a great time. We will see you next month, March the 24th, 2025.